Alright guys, alright. You all know I like anime, and you all know my favorite anime of all time is One Piece. So I'm gonna be making a top 3 Straw Hat character ranking, or at least for me. This is my top 3 character ranking of all the Straw Hats. This is just my list in my order. I understand that we all like the Straw Hats for different reasons, but these are my top 3 and why they are my top 3. If you disagree with my top 3, comment down below your top 3. I'm interested to see everybody's top 3 and where they rank the Straw Hats. So without further ado, let's get into this. It's really hard to pick between all the Straw Hats because all of them have things that make them great, or make them relatable, or make them amazing characters. I love all the Straw Hats, but these top 3 are in a particular order for me and how I feel towards them. So let's start with number 3, Roronoa Zoro. He's quite a fan favorite amongst most of the One Piece crew as it is. Zoro, the crazy swordsman, 3 swords style. Zoro has a sense of honor to him that many of the other Straw Hats or many of the other characters in the show do not have. He stands by his morals. He is the right hand to Luffy. He's the one who keeps his head on straight. He's the one who gives him the blunt truth of the matter when it comes down to things. And I very much admire that in Zoro. Just like in Water 7 when Luffy and Usopp had their fight, Zoro was the one who told Luffy, if you do not stand true to yourself, who do we have to lean on as a crew? It's the same thing that also happened in Punk Hazard as well when Luffy wasn't taking it seriously. Zoro was the one to tell him, we are in the new world, foes here are strong, get serious, why did we train for those 2 years? And those are just 2 examples. Many other times that Zoro has kept Luffy in check, and I respect that. This is one of the more surface level ones, but that is why Zoro is my number 3. Moving on to number 2, Brooke, Soul King Brooke. Oh my god, what can I say about Brooke? Brooke is something. His introduction to the Straw Hats at first had me quite confused since we just got Frankie literally the arc prior. But Brooke took me by storm. I can say Brooke has one of the saddest backstories of anyone in the crew. From literally sitting on a boat for 50 years alone, reliving the vivid memories of his friends dying before him. Brooke, my heart goes out to you, skeleton man. Brooke carries, and when I tell you Brooke carries some of the arcs, I just cannot get enough of Brooke. Brooke is such an amazing character on so many levels because despite everything that he's been through and all the sadness that he has witnessed and lived through in his many years, we forget that Brooke died somewhere around his 20s or 30s. I'm not 100% sure what age it was, but then he lived on that boat as a skeleton for a whole 50 years. That amount of sorrow can drive anyone crazy. That amount of time alone could drive anyone insane. But yet, when you see Brooke interacting with the rest of the crew, or anyone by that matter, he smiles, he laughs, he cracks jokes. Brooke is the prime example of no matter what you've been through and no matter what experiences that you've had in your life, you can always smile, you can always be happy. Brooke teaches us that no matter what, there's always a light at the end of the dark tunnel. And this is why the Soul King, Brooke, comes in at my number 2.
Guess it's time. Soul King coming to you live from the Whole Cake Chateau. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rock!
And now we're down to my number 1 pick. This one, if you know anything about me or have been following me on TikTok, everyone already knows my number 1 favorite Straw Hat is Usopp. Usopp is not a fan favorite character. Many people hate Usopp, and many people don't think he even deserves to be on the Straw Hat crew. But for me, it's different. I relate so much to Usopp on so many different things, especially when it comes down to dreams and goals. As many of you know, Usopp's dream is to become one of the brave warriors of the sea. But it is a dream that isn't easily obtainable, like being the world's greatest swordsman, or finding the One Piece and being the king of the pirates. His dream is more of an internal dream, and it's something that he cannot obtain unless he gives it to himself. It doesn't matter how many people tell Usopp he is a brave warrior of the sea. He would not take that. He would not accept it. It doesn't matter how many villains Usopp defeats, and he has defeated a lot, even though many of you don't think so. He won't consider that him being a brave warrior. Usopp's dream is something he cannot obtain unless he gives it to himself. Unless he sits there and says, I am a brave warrior of the sea, and full on means it. Usopp is a relatable character. He is the most human character in the Straw Hats. And yes, he may be a coward, and he may run away, and he may prioritize his life above everybody else's, because what are you gonna do if you dead? But Usopp is my favorite character because he is the most relatable character, the most human character, and the most Straw Hat of Straw Hat characters in the crew. And that's why Big Oob is number one. That's Big Oob. I call it Big Oob. Put respect on Big Oob's name. I'm tired of y'all not putting respect on Big Oob. And those are my top 3 favorite Straw Hats. I can make a list if you guys want of all the Straw Hats in the order I see them all in. If you guys want to see that, just comment it down below. And also tell me what your 3 favorite Straw Hats are. Who are your 3 favorite Straw Hats? And which Straw Hats that you gravitate towards more? I know everybody has a different list, so comment down below because I'm curious to the order everybody else has the Straw Hats in their head. For more anime content or any other content by that matter, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below to get more of me, guys. And until next time, I'm Noah Vermillion. Peace out, guys.
Captain Usopp da!